Oh yeah, let's talk about America, chat. So for those of you that don't know, I went away for 2 weeks to go to America for fun. And I drove to San Francisco. But the one person I did see, one person that flat spoiled it. I know he did. Anyway, I went to visit Technoblade. I drove all the way there and I met him in person. I saw his face, chat. Do you know I'd never seen Technoblade's face? That was the first time. He's doing well. He's doing well. So I have a couple funny stories that I'm sure Techno will enjoy me saying. We sat in his garden most of the time. So a lot of people were saying how on the tweet Techno posted how I was like in a corner. They were like, wow, he's well enough to go inside. He is well enough to go inside with me, but we still hung out outside his dad's house and it was a lot of fun. So Technoblade has an apple tree in his garden, right? And it's a really nice apple tree, but his neighbors complain that they rot and attract rats, and obviously Techno with his arm, it's probably not very good for him to be climbing trees and picking apples, right? So I went up the tree and I started doing it for him. I was picking all the apples for him because I didn't want him to hurt himself by climbing a tree while he's just had surgery. So I climbed up the tree for him and started picking all of the apples. So I was like gently throwing them into a bag he was holding on the ground in the garden. And at one point he said that I was really bad at throwing. So I just took an apple and as hard as I could pelted it. I pelted it at Technoblade. And I aimed for like his stomach, but I missed and hit him right here. Right where his surgery was. And my boy Technoblade, he's a champion because he just puts down the basket and just stands there like this. And just waits. I felt so bad. But also it was quite funny and he did deserve it for making fun of my throwing ability. I was a goalkeeper, motherfucker. I have a throwing arm. Oh, I just have another nice story. So while we were eating in his dad's garden, his mum came over and she made us some pie, and she put a little W on it. She made like a pork pie. Jan, it was in a little ceramic bowl, and she came over and she was like, and she was so nice. She was so friendly to me. She was so kind. And I'd never had one, and I was it was so sweet. I felt so blessed. And she was like, I'm not gonna stay very long. Don't worry, I'm gonna go. And then she just said she left. It was so sweet. It was so sweet. The entire time, Techno looked like he wanted to throw himself off a bridge. As his mother was being like all cute and coming over him and being like, hello, being so sweet. Techno went and stood on the other end of the garden, being like, I've got a social distance. It was a good time. I think we were all a little bit shy at the beginning, but after a little while, we loosened up. We ordered Five Guys milkshakes as well. In case you guys wanted to know, Techno's choice of milkshake is chocolate. He's a chocolate milkshake guy.